They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Stone. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down following the run.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Let's run, fellas, let's run. That's it, baby.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch out. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Back line it up, Philly. Here we go now. Green, no. All right, Leopard. Switch.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go! Flex round!
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Back to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Red 38. Red
38. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There he goes, right side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. We have hit the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here it comes.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Let's
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carroll. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff to Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys, the Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Fournette on the counter. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this will be taken at the 13. And now out come the Jags. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The play clock's running down. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run with Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right.